Springtime in Colorado. It's beautiful. The sun is shining. The birds are chirping. Flowers are coming into bloom. 12 inches of snow fell overnight. Yes, 12 inches of snow. I figured I needed to make something that'll warm me up. And nothing warms me up better than, well, chilies. I've got some jalapenos. I thought today I'll make, well, kind of mash two recipes together. One, bar food, the jalapenos, and the other one, more of a classic dish. I'm going to take shrimp mousse and make my own little jalapeno poppers with them. Hold on, let's go. First thing we got to do is we got to get our chilies ready. Okay, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking these beautiful chilies, jalapenos, are too hot. Well, here's what you do. My local grocery store has these. These are baby sweet peppers. Use these guys. Easy enough. Prep them the same way. Good news, everybody. I found my Jeep. It was right in the driveway where I left it, under a big pile of snow. So, next step, what we have to make is the mousse. And the mousse starts with, you guessed it, shrimp. So I'm going to just throw them in my food processor with one egg. And that's it. But we probably want to put some flavor in there. I know I do. Let's take a look at this. First step, I'm thinking some salt. It's probably about a half teaspoon. Oh, I had a pound of shrimp, one egg. Next, let's go with some white pepper. A few nice grinds. It still needs a little bit more flavor. Something that you make you notice it beyond the chilies and, well, the final ingredient. So we could go with my ancho powder. That's always a good one. We've got this Creole seasoning. That would be very good. But I find this stuff a little salty, but it's still good stuff. If you're doing a crab boil, very good. But I'm going to go back to, well, my college days when I was at the University of Maryland. We're going to use some Old Bay. I'm just going to eyeball this just to get me that's maybe half a teaspoon. Maybe a little more. There we go. And now we'll just mix this. I'm going to pulse it until it's almost all the way smooth. There we go. Oh, it smells good. Love that Old Bay stuff. Okay, so I did say there's 2 ingredients left, or 1? Well, there's 2. I decided to add some goat cheese. But I didn't want to put it in the food processor because I didn't want it to be completely destroyed, evaporated, integrated. I want chunkies in there. Chunkies. And yeah, I did buy the pre-crumbled stuff. The pre-crumbled stuff, it tends to be drier, so it'll hold up a little bit better, and it will absorb a little bit of the moisture from the shrimp. So we'll just mix these up. There we go. So we've got some chunks in there. We've got our shrimp mousse. We're ready to integrate those into the chilies. To do that, I'm going to use a piping bag. I find you could do this with your spatula, or you could do, take a large zip top bag, trim the corner off, and stuff it into the bag, and then use that like a piping bag. But for speed and quantity, use a regular piping bag. I got this at the one of the local markets, one of those places that sells everything. You know what I mean. There we go. And I'm just going to pipe these right into my chilies, just like that. Show you one more time, and then I'll do it off camera. Okay, I did 4 of these smaller chilies, the bell peppers, and 4 of the jalapenos. Had a little bit left over. Don't worry, this stuff stores good for about 3 or 4 days. It's going to go in the refrigerator. Now, for the final piece, the last ingredient. Some of you know it, many of you love it. It is bacon. Yes, bacon. I'm going to clean up first, then we're going to wrap these in bacon. Okay, last step before it goes in the oven. Take this and mix them together. What I like doing is making sure that the bacon is, that the ends are tucked underneath. You can use toothpicks, but if you've got them so that the ends are tucked underneath of the bacon, you don't need it. There we go. So what I do is I take what I think is going to hang over. I'll do this one since it's a little more ragged. I want it tucked under. I lay it over, then fold in what I want to be folded under. I will fold the edge in, then come back over and wrap it over again. You have to stretch it a little bit to get the end tucked under. No big deal. Also, if you've got these little chilies that I've got, the sweet ones, a full-size piece of bacon is going to overwhelm it, so just cut it in half and do, half a piece of bacon. I'm going to finish these up. They're going to go in a 400-degree oven for about 10 to 15 minutes. I'm going to start checking in about 10 minutes. Essentially, I'm going to go until the bacon is done to my liking. I'll be back when that's done. All right, here we go. They are done. They're looking great. So about 15 minutes, 400-degree oven, or just until the bacon's done to your level of crispiness. Remember, there are different levels of crispiness with bacon, not just one way. So I got some of the jalapenos, a few of the sweets, All right, here we go. What? You want a sauce? I don't have a sauce, but I do have something that'll go with it. Cheers. I'm Chef Terry. I'll see you next week. Feel free to go down in the description. I've got all the ingredients and stuff like that in there. Also, while you're down there, like, subscribe, share, leave me a comment, all that fun stuff. I'll catch you next week.